Hey everybody, time for another episode of Monday Movie Reviews. This one is going to be about the movie Nobody, which is a Bob Odenkirk movie with a bunch of other great people in it. Christopher Lloyd, uh, you know, and RZA is in it too. So it's this movie's kind of like the opposite of John Wick, where John Wick actually wanted to stay out of the violent environment he was in. He literally just wanted to have a quiet fucking life with his wife, you know, and he was on his way to do that, and then some people fucking, fucked it up. This is a guy who basically his life is too boring, and he was in a very interesting line of work for settling down. And just blanket spoilers, because the stuff I want to talk about is spoilers. Um, he basically was a wet work guy for fucking uh, the government, and he was just kind of bored. He was getting bored, or it looked like he was getting bored. Um, and then his house gets broken into. But he resists the urge to go fucking berserk and just kill, the intruders. He's trying to be a good boy. He's trying to be, not a violent fucking person. And, but then, uh, mind you, this is all recontextualized with knowing that he was like a wet work person. Because in the beginning, he's a dad, and he's like, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. And he's like, maybe not, maybe I don't want that on my conscience, that kind of stuff. But they steal some money and a watch that has sentimental meaning to him. And then his family, and his fucking like friends are just like, you should have done something. Like you just like it's the kind of bullshit that you see in real life. Like you should have done something. You should have fought back. And it's like nothing's worth you know either killing someone or getting murdered for. Like it's just not worth it. But then uh, his daughter has a bracelet, like a kitten bracelet type thing, and she loses it, and she was like, "Oh, it was in this thing, which is where the money was." So he tracks down who fucking attempted the burglary and fucking brutally just fucking assaults them, and then realizes, oh no, they're like a married couple with a baby, and they're stealing to try and take care of the kid. And then he's like, fuck it, and he leaves. And then he's on the bus, and some Russian dickheads, Russian gangsters, crash and then get onto the bus that he's on, and basically strong arm everybody off of the bus except for Bob Odenkirk's character, who's Hutch. That's the name of the character, is Hutch. Uh, and they surround this one lady, and so then he's like, oh, then he's like, oh shit, I can actually like kind of go fucking crazy on these people, and he proceeds to beat the living piss out of everybody. And it's so funny because he gets thrown through a window, and and again, this is before you know that he's like a wetward person. He gets thrown through the window, then gets up and fucking goes around to the door of the bus, opens it up, gets in, as if, and someone in the Discord I watched this with was like, I didn't, I didn't hear any bells, like I didn't hear any ref call any fucking stoppage. Like then he proceeds to beat them even more. Then goes home. Everybody's like, "What the fuck happened to you?" And he's like, whatever, kind of hand waves it. Then the brother of one of the guys he beat the shit out of. I was gonna say Tar, but then I was anyway beating the shit out of realizes and then tries to find out all this information. And I wasn't in the room because I had to go get like a drink and do stuff. But like they attack his house, and I'm assuming he fucking wastes the shit out of them. Because like when they come back to the house, it's all fucking like dead bodies and shit, and like one person who's partially alive. Um, and they go back home, or he goes back home, whatever. Family in a fucking like a bunker, like a safety bunker thing, a panic room. That's the word I was looking for. Panic room. Uh, Brings all the people down to the basement, which is like hell insulated and stuff. Sound and whatever. Tries to interrogate the people, but they're all already dead. So then he just meant like he talks about what he did and what his job was, and then he let one of the people go away. Came back expecting to see the guy go back to his whatever, his shitty life, the thing, whatever, and then sees that he actually has like this family, and he's and then the guy's like, I'm fucking jealous of that guy, like, so he then starts a family with someone, and you know what other fucking, oh, then he fucking burns the house down, like his family leaves to go somewhere, he burns the house down with a special record in his basement. um then he steals the car from his uh neighbor, who's a piece of shit, uh and then proceeds to fucking he goes to the Russian guy's like bar or like place or whatever. He steals all the money, then no, he doesn't steal any money. He steals like a painting and fucking burns all the money. Then goes to the guy's club, and then with a fucking with a claymore mine tied to like a thing with a grenade ring or a grenade pin or whatever, and he's negotiating, and then he leaves, and then he goes to the car. The Russian guy with all these people runs out, and they start this chase, and he fucking just like whips the shit out of all the people, and fucking goes to this place where he works as like a numbers guy, uh, an accountant. That's the word I was looking for. Numbers guy, yeah. But an accountant, and so he has all these booby traps apparently that he set up, and some of them are fucking insane. Like a bunch of like mouse traps with uh like the primer is like exposed to like the mouse trap part, like the swingy metal, and when it fucking strikes it, it fucking fires off the shotgun shell. Um, Christopher Lloyd is just like murking motherfuckers in this movie, which I did not know I needed to see. They're just shooting people with fucking shotguns and shit, like, and then he shoots a bunch of people in the fucking place, like the steelworks or whatever where he works, like where his son works, Hutch works, and he's just obliterating fucking people. Um, and then RZA's his brother, and he starts murking motherfuckers with a sniper rifle throughout this entire scene. And like all these traps are going off, and then like the final, like it's only the final Russian dude is like the boss dude is the only guy left. So fucking Papa Odenkirk, his character tapes the fucking Claymore mine to like this, like I'm assuming it was like a it was like a protective piece of like bullet resistant glass or whatever for some reason. If they explained it, I wasn't there for it. So he straps to do it and then runs towards the guy, and the guy is you know, shooting at the fucking glass, the bullet resistant glass, and fucking then he reaches him, like he rushes into him, and then he pulls the fucking cord thing, and the claymore goes off and fucking just like obliterates this guy. Um, yeah, and then that movie kind of just ends, and then they look for a new house because he burned the other one down, and like his wife knows all about his former career or his current career because it's like a sequel bait, and there apparently is a sequel in the works. Um, but yeah, so Nobody, good movie. If you liked the violence, it even has a good story. But if you like the violence of like John Wick, you might enjoy this. Creative use of deadly objects in this. Uh, that's about it. Yeah, so peace out, everybody. Have a wonderful fucking day. Watch the movie wherever you can watch it. It's an enjoyable movie, and I suggest you watch it with people. Ta ta.